Alright, today is January 12th, Friday. Um right now, just to give you guys a sense of time, reality, just the world that we're living in at the moment. Maybe you might be watching this video a little bit later on in time after I've made it, but today's January 12th, or January, excuse me, I'm sorry. Today's June 12th, Friday. Today I live in California. Today the U.S. just played a World Cup game against Paraguay. They just won, I think, 4-1. Shout out CP10. I don't know a damn thing about the World Cup or soccer or football. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody by saying soccer, but I don't really know anything. But shout out to U.S. Right now we're in the middle of the finals. The Knicks just had the craziest comeback in NBA Finals history. The Spurs just blew a 29-point lead. I don't know how you do that. Ms. Johnson, please call a timeout. We're going to leave that there. Today, what I want to get into is Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves reportedly is getting a contract offer from the Brooklyn Nets. A max contract offer from Brooklyn. That contract offer is supposed to come in around 4 years. I think it said 174 million. Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now just to see. Pretty sure it said 4 years, 174 million. A couple of reports also came out today about LeBron. A couple of trade pieces that may be acquirable for some teams. I don't know about the Lakers, but I'll also talk a little bit about that. It says right here, the Brooklyn Nets are expected to offer Austin Reaves a full max contract in free agency per Dan Wike Sports. So 4 years, 178.5 million. Austin Reaves, is he leaving the Lakers to go to Brooklyn? He shares an agent with Daron Sharp, who's in Brooklyn right now. I don't know. On top of that, we got Draymond Green saying that if LeBron plays another year, because he doesn't even know, and Draymond Green is pretty much in the know with LeBron. We know how close they are. So there's LeBron maybe considering retirement. We see a bunch of videos of him playing golf and everything. You got AR getting max contracts from opposing teams, which I don't blame them. They don't have anything going for them right now. Even if they aren't winning and they can sign Austin Reaves, you can still use that as value. Still use that as asset value, and hey, maybe he's the start to whatever we're building here. Or hey, we have an Austin Reaves that if anybody's looking for a point guard, shooting guard, combo guard, he can average 25, 5, and 5. I don't think that's a bad guard, especially on that contract. I mean, let's get into it. So Austin Reaves, is he going to Brooklyn? My thought process, my opinion, no. I do not think the Lakers would let Austin Reaves walk away. I know right now that number is pretty intimidating. I do have a lot of Lakers fans in my life. A lot of them are very, I don't know if the word dwell is that, I don't know. I don't know that word. I guess I'm just trying to sound smart here. A lot of them are not too knowledgeable to the extent that I wish they were. A lot of them are Lakers fans, but they're not watching Lakers videos. They're barely even watching Laker games a lot of the times. Especially the regular season ones. Yeah, playoffs is different, but if you're watching the regular season Lakers, I mean, now obviously it's Luka and stuff, but if you're watching the regular season Lakers for at least maybe 40, 50 games, I would say you're a real one. But a lot of the Lakers fans, especially the ones with the biggest voices on X, Twitter, whatever, YouTube maybe. I don't know about YouTube, but especially the ones with the biggest voices on Twitter are the ones that barely even watch the damn games. They make Lakers fans look horrible. And all those Twitter accounts, X accounts, are these same ones that are saying they would not give Austin Reaves that contract. What do I think about it? I think we need to give Austin Reaves that contract. I don't know if it's 5 years, $205 million, $200 10, somewhere around there. I would love for it to be somewhere around there. Because if it's not, then we're starting to get into the territory of all right. You know, Austin Reaves, I absolutely love Austin Reaves. I've watched so many of his games ever since he got picked up by the Lakers. Two of my favorite moments of Austin Reaves in a Lakers jersey are, for one, his game-winning three-point shot against Dallas when he was a rookie. Westbrook threw him that ball on the wing, let it go. Should have been a 4-point play, but he drilled it, and the Lakers ended up winning. It was a bright spot in such a negative season. On top of that, I don't know if anybody remembers the Austin Reaves arrival game. I know a lot of people may have forgot because it was the last game of the season. But Austin Reaves went nuclear as a rookie in his final game of the season against the Denver Nuggets. I'm pretty sure the game went into overtime. Oh my goodness. Austin Reaves put up I think a 30-point triple-double. And on top of that, he had a game-time layup where I think he went behind the back and then behind the back again. Double behind the back like he's Kyrie to the rim. Yeah, Austin Reaves. And then that's the same exact game that as soon as the buzzer sounded, Woj had made a tweet saying that Frank Vogel will not be returning as the Lakers coach the next season. And we all know how that ended, so such a dark place. But if I'm Austin Reaves, I've seen so many of his games over the last couple of years. I know he may not have had the best opinion from Lakers fans, but Austin Reaves is a baller, man. He's a hooper, he's a gamer, he's whatever you call it. Austin Reaves, I don't think he's going to be forcing the Lakers' hands and keeping them hostage and all types of stuff by, oh, well, you guys got to give me all this money in the world. Nah, I don't think Austin Reaves would be like that. I know he was playing on such a bargain deal, his first real contract, the one that he was just on. But I don't think he's going to hold the Lakers' feet to the fire and say, hey, pay me everything or I'm walking. I think Austin likes playing with Luka. I think Austin loves playing in LA. I think Austin will, not to say he's going to take a pay cut, but I think Austin will be pretty good here if they extend him, if they're able to retain him and keep him. Now, to what price? Like I said, I think maybe 205, 210 is pretty good over 5 years, but I also want to see that contract descending over time. Maybe the first year, I know a lot of people aren't going to like it because it's just off of the looks, but maybe the first year started at 46. I don't really know the math on it because obviously that's not my job. I don't get paid to do that, so I'm not going to do that. At least not yet. But if you can, and I'm pretty sure that's a front-ended contract, that front-loaded contract, you can pay so much more in the front end, so on the back end it declines in salary, and maybe we can get it down to 35, somewhere around there when Luka and him are 30, 29, so I think the Lakers, and on top of that, if the Lakers just let Austin Reaves walk, we are not retaining our value. What are we supposed to do at that point? His cap hold is only for $20 million a year. $20 million. So if we retain him, we can go over the cap to keep him. And his thing will only be at $20 million. Just for the first year, obviously. But I think the Lakers need to keep him. And hey, if you don't like how he fits with Luka the first year, obviously, okay, maybe this is 2 years back to back that it just doesn't seem like it's going to fit. Then you can trade him. But you got to retain the asset. You have to. On top of that, there is a report right here that is saying, according to, let me see, the Lakers reportedly believe people exaggerate the defensive issues of a Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves backcourt, per Dan Wiki. Provided that the Lakers address other needs on the wing and at the rim, defensive concerns about a Doncic and Reaves pairing are overstated, one team source said. Reaves was also one of the most important voices inside the Lakers locker room. A season ago, his leadership developing year over year. So what I take from that report is I agree. I agree that a lot of the defensive issues and everything are a little bit overstated and exaggerated with with Luka and Austin. I said the name Kyrie because I was going to make the point that Luka and Kyrie made the NBA Finals as a backcourt. Austin Reaves is a couple inches taller than Kyrie. I don't know where this thing came from that Kyrie's a better defender than Austin Reaves, but I don't agree with that. I mean, I like Austin a little bit more than Kyrie. I guess maybe I'm biased towards the Lakers, but Austin has a couple inches on Kyrie. And Austin, the Lakers have been putting Austin Reaves on the best perimeter player over the years before they got Marcus. Austin Reaves came into the NBA as a defender, as a 3-and-D player, doing whatever he could to just get on the floor. So I don't buy this narrative that Kyrie's a better defensive player than Austin Reaves. So if Kyrie and Luka are able to get to the finals, who's saying Austin Reaves and Luka can't? And on top of that, if they retain LeBron James, what are we talking about here? I don't know. But yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a little bit overstated about their defensive issues and concerns. Another thing that I sort of want to talk about is LeBron. Rich Paul has said that he hasn't even had a conversation with LeBron this summer, which obviously he's going to say whatever he's going to say. But LeBron, I don't know. There's a lot of things warming up about the Golden State Warriors and a nuclear plan, about LeBron and Kawhi and Steph Curry, and I think my prior video in regards to LeBron, where he's gonna go maybe Cleveland, New York, LA, Golden State, I said it in my last video that they can definitely go after Kawhi, trade something for Kawhi, and then add LeBron as well, with Draymond still being there. That is, in the video I did say that I don't know how much teams would be willing to give up for Kawhi, especially considering everything that he has going on with the aspiration stuff. If the Warriors are completely content with, hey, well, we don't think anything's going to happen to that, we'll take him. I do not want to see that team, bro. That team will be crazy, especially if they take LeBron from us and add him to his team. Oh, no. I do not want to see that team. I know everybody's going to be making the jokes for time at home. Old, this and this and that, whatever. But nah, I wouldn't want to see that team personally. But yeah, there's that. There's the whole Austin Reaves thing of it. Luka Doncic has been a little quiet over this off season. I haven't really heard from him. I just hope all is well. I think he did go to Slovenia to visit his daughters and stuff, so that was cool. There's another thing that came out today about Trey Murphy. The Pistons and the Pacers are showing interest in him. But the thing is, I think I'm seeing a thing that, the Pelicans are just asking for astronomically high prices for their players. And their players, I think, are Reaves, Macy, Herb Jones, and Trey Murphy. I like Herb Jones. I think he's a pretty good trade candidate, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm willing to give up so much for him. Trey Murphy, I'm on. We already have Austin Reaves, and it's just that trade. If you want to trade Austin for Trey, I mean, I guess, but it just gets awkward, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I guess we just get like a bigger version of Austin Reaves that can defend a little bit. I don't know. I personally would just keep Austin, to be quite honest. I like Trey Murphy, but I don't know if I'm willing to trade a whole lot of picks and stuff. Reaves, Macy, I heard they were asking for a first-round pick. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. The Lakers foolishly took Dalton Connect over Reaves, Macy. I don't know what we were doing in that draft. Rob Pelinka, please. I know you got a draft advisor or whatever, but stop making picks, bro. You made Dalton Connect and you made Jalen Hood-Schifino. Please just stop making picks, bro. And And with any player that if we do trade with the Pelicans, Herb Jones, Reaves, Trey Murphy, I'm completely putting whatever happens on that. I'm completely putting everything, whether good, bad, or indifferent. I'm putting everything that happens with that trade on the assistant GM that we got from the Pelicans. I don't know his name. I'm not about to butcher it, and I don't really have time to look it up right now, so I'm sorry. I apologize. I will do you your justice. But if we trade for Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Reaves, the one person that knows best about what's going on with them and their situation is the guy that we brought in for the Pelicans. It's the assistant GM, the one that's like a literal rocket scientist and stuff. So if we do make a transaction with them, blame that guy. If it's bad, if it's good, praise that guy. But other than that, I think I hit on pretty much a lot of it that I wanted to hit on. Knicks and Spurs are playing tomorrow, Saturday. I would love for Wemby to absolutely come out and just crush stuff. Win Game 5, go back to New York, and Game 6 in New York. The whole New York's going to be outside. And on top of that, if San Antonio can pull it off in Game 5 and in Game 6, going back to Game 7 in San Antonio, I don't know. But, all right, I got to run. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Lakers Spotlight.